much.
Alright, here we are, SuperCars NZ, Mosport, GT3s, HRP series, GTPs, packed field tonight, 30 cars on track, and Dougley and Corio in the broadcasting lounge with me. How are we going?
Hey, cheers, Waynie.
Yeah, Wayne-o.
Awesome.
Yeah, Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, aka Mosport. One of the world's most classic road racing circuits. Designed and built in the late 1950s on a rolling wooded sand hill. It's about 50 miles east of Toronto. Canadian Motorsport's 10-turn, 3.95 kilometre track is widely regarded as one of the most daunting road courses on the planet. Big call, big call.
What? Daunting.
They obviously
well,
haven't hit Mount Panorama.
It is.
Wow.
I guess it could be up there. It's up there with one of my favourites. I'll give it that.
Well,
I really
I was
love
gonna
coming
say-
here.
100%. It is certainly a great track to come to, but as far as daunting goes, I have a bit of a disagreement over there. Maybe that's just a sign of the how soft the Canadians are with sitting back and drinking their cups of maple syrup.
Well, they let Sterling Moss just roll in and redesign a corner at will. So yeah,
Oh, yeah,
double
yeah.
apex hairpin corner and
This one was a
named in
bit
honour of
harsh.
Sterling Moss.
Changed it.
Yeah. Wow.
It's too hard.
Yeah, we should have Corio Ben somewhere soon.
Yeah. Oh, Sterling Moss, you mind just coming in and fixing a corner?
It's too difficult.
That sounded very Irish, Doug.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that's Canadian at all.
Well, weren't the Canadians colonised by Ireland, or?
I
here
don't know
we
what you're
go.
talking about.
Getting a technical boot.
I know what you're doing about. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to have some racing up soon. So the boys lone qualifying, so we're just blind, just floating around in the sky in Steve's blimp.
Yep.
No points to update with you yet, but little birdie tells me there'll be some points by the end of the weekend. So yeah, gonna get an amen.
Oh yeah,
Um,
everybody
not-
be keen for that.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what the point of that last message was there, Corey.
Oh no, that'll just be, everybody will have a points update by the end of the weekend.
Yeah.
Alright, on the left hand side there, the timing tower
Tugging
does
toes.
have
Tugging toes.
their qualifying results. So
Yeah, and once again, looking at the brief snapshot there, it looks like Stefan McCartan as fast as ever out the front there with a massive 1.13 second gap back to Jack Hintz there, who's pretty quick. And look at how much of a time variation he has outqualified Matt Gerard by, and that does say a 0.01 if I look at it correctly, or is it an 8.01? It's a bit hard to see from my angle. But
Gone for me now. I was staring at it and I was about to say something and it all disappeared because the boys are girding up.
oh yeah.
I can confirm it was a 0.01. So Jack Hintz with a 1:05.064 over Matt Gerard and 0.65. So very tight there between the top second and third. Bit of a shove back from P1. P1, 2 and 3 in our GT3 class field. We've got Darren Lobb, Paul Blomqvist and Jason Begbie. We've got Darren Lobb with a 15.634 over Paul Blomqvist 16 flat at 0.44, and then Jason with a 16.192. So that's quite interesting to see a variation of 12 seconds a lap there between the fastest guys out there from the GTPs back to the GT3 field.
Yeah, there'll be some passing. Definitely going to be some passing.
Will be a couple of passes for sure. So we've got heat racing tonight. The cars will be getting away very soon at the front. Be looking like to be about another 20 seconds or so before they start rolling. But they've got a 22-minute race to begin with, followed by a 33-minute race. The boys have got no restrictions tonight as far as fuel goes, or needing to stop compulsorily. But we may find in that 33-minute race, if people have not taken a good enough look at their fuel data, maybe coming in for the occasional pit stop. They've got a couple of fast repairs, so it's not not like we won't see a couple of them roll through there. We all know how quick Mosport can turn from being very fun to one of the most challenging road circuits we've ever come across.
Yeah, wet dream to a nightmare pretty quickly.
Yep. Start.
Alright, so rolling start on the roof rear cam of Stefan McCartan, ready to control these GTPs. GT3's doing well, so they're set to hold for 15 seconds and then they're gonna slam into it.
Yeah, another good field of GTP cars tonight.
Oh.
Yeah,
Enough to
super
see
stoked.
some
Good turnout.
lapping.
GT3 field now just starting to move away from back there, so well controlled there by Darren Lobb and Paul Blomqvist up the front.
I see Christian Hermanson just joining the service, so maybe he's going to get out there and turn some laps. A little bit late, but
Yeah.
better late than never.
If he is managing to get out there to do some laps, he'll be coming from right off the back from pit lane in the GTP class cars, so he'll be hopefully he can get out before the GT3s can get by.
Pretty clean start there from the GTPs.
Wow, look how rapid they are already.
Flying.
And GT3 class cars are just across the start finish line now.
Alright, let's jump back there.
And,
GT3's
yeah.
nice clean start there too, good on them.
And as I suspected, I believe did see one GTP class car just rolling out of pit lane, which will have to make its way through all of those GT3 class cars before it can even have a crack at joining the rear of his field.
Gonna be interesting.
A bit of a slow start from Mark Price. He got rounded up by Dan Turner and Thomas McCall there at the start. Michael Vanderhaas also had a good start. Got the jump over Matthew Gerard in the GTP class. The front of the GT3 class so far is nothing changed. But Leafs winning has got around Jason Begbie, but the rest of the top 10 is unchanged at the moment.
They absolutely fly through that section of racetrack up the hill there, don't they?
Oh, it's so good, flat out. Just such a cool track to go and race at. It's got a little bit of a Phillip Islandy sort of a feel,
Yes.
you know, same sort of vibe to me.
Yes. Yep.
Definitely not a daunting road course like the little blurb said.
Yeah.
But definitely somewhere I enjoy. The Bathurst, now I put that's a daunting place to go racing.
Ooh,
Who's that in the back?
Aaron Goodrick crashed. Let's see what happened there. GDP car.
Yeah, looks like he just got a round on himself as he came into the braking point. See here, maybe just just a bit too much. Maybe he thought he was going to get into the back of him, and obviously it looks like one of the Team West boys, maybe Wayne Hartnell, just trying to avoid that car too. He was also
Nice save.
come unstuck. Looks like there's been a bit of a weird racing incident between Jason Begbie on the second lap there. Got an off-track data on him, and a sort of a half apology from one Dylan Ketch, though. Maybe just a
Gave him a good nudge out of the way.
Okay, so that's what Jason was having a wee grizzle about there in the background. Nothing too vocal. I think it was an accentuated right, is what I heard.
Oh, okay. Matthew Gerard, Michael Vanderhaas, and Jake Kuntz.
Wow, that's an awesome view on the top of Matt's car there as he looks at the back of Michael Vanderhaar and Jack Hinson in front of him. Looking, so Jack's still in spot 2, but he's nearly 3 seconds behind Stephen McCartan, so
Just over 3 seconds now, Dougie.
Yes, it is. Yeah, so that just what I was going to say was just over 1 second variation in lap time from Stefan to Jack from qualifying is obviously still being replicated here as the laps go by. Had a second lap difference. It's certainly a lot of
There's a lot
toing
going
and
on in
throwing
there.
it. And yeah, and these cars, a lot of bouncing and moving, but this flat out section here is just something else, and we should be able to see some pretty cool numbers jump up there on the speedo before jumping into the braking point, which isn't really much of a braking point, it's probably just more of a lift and turn. And
Yep, they're too fast for me. Christian Hermanson, though, he started from the pits and has managed to pass all the GT3 cars already.
Nice to
Yeah.
hear that he's
19.
kept it clean, so very cool.
There he is. He's actually on the back of the GTPs now, so on fire.
yeah, so he's got he's got 17 seconds up the field to Wayne Hartnell there, so he is officially on the back of that group, and we'll be able to get some good points anyway for finishing the first heat race, and as long as he doesn't have any connective issues moving into the second race and can continue racing, he will be a bit of a glitchy moment. He'll be able to start right off the back of that grid and see what he can do to be a menace into the final 33-minute race.
So the pack already around and going past the GT3s.
Yes.
Here we are,
Yep.
Darren Lobb, 2.8 second interval on Paul Blomqvist. Super fast in these GT3s, won quite a few of our championships as time's gone by.
Yeah. I have, and it's good to see someone putting a good bit of a challenge there to Paul.
Yeah, very cool, very cool.
What I'm liking to the taking place at the moment is a really awesome battle taking place between Blake Greenhall and Nico Cordia.
Oh, yeah?
Nico Cordia,
yes.
not Nico Cordia and Blake Greenhall. They've often found themselves in pretty close contention throughout the season, and last season as well when Nico was running the Port. This season he's changed to the new Ford Mustang GT3, and it's still an absolute beautiful looking car. It's about one of the very few Fords you'll ever hear me say that about, but that one there certainly tickles my fancy.
It ticks all my boxes, Doug.
You take my boxes.
Bit of action, Nathan Gardner.
Yep, those GTP
Far
class
out, though.
cars
Incredible way.
didn't take too long to get there, so that's just on the start of lap 7. They've rounded their way through, and that's 7 minutes into 22-minute race. So by all accounts, we should see them just lapping the field 3 times, going off those numbers.
Okay, here we go. You heard it first here. Broadcasting out, Doug Knowles.
And
Cheers, mate.
weekly sponsor this week, Snow Farm NZ. What there's something pretty cool, don't we?
Yeah, so
They have indeed. You've probably got more of the info on that one. Corey, is the Snow Farm NZ have come forward with a cool bit of a giveaway for us?
No, I think Wayne's got the information on that. I
here we go.
never received the information from this man here. Obviously got in and got in the car and
yeah. So
Correct, Mondo. So
so
Go
a
Wayne.
group,
But
a
he
group
crash
of
into
four,
him, so then he'll come in and jump in here.
a group of 4 day pass, including ski hire, which also includes an hour's training with Ben McMurray himself. So there we go. If you're in the South Island area, give us a shout out if you can make it to Snow Farm, and we'll put all your names in a hat and we'll draw one out.
Up the Cardrona Valley, so Wanaka region, Central Otago, South Island, anyone who's going to be in Wanaka, like there's no real time, like, you know, just get in contact, you know, make it, let us know that you're keen, and then we'll look at putting everybody in a draw or something like that. We'll just, yeah.
We'll figure it out, but massive thanks to Snow Farm New Zealand, so look them up.
We'll be able, yeah. So we'll broaden the gap on that one as well. There's possibly a few South Island boys racing in here tonight as well. So if those ones are out there and finish the race, we can probably pull a couple of those names to join the overall hat.
Yep, very cool. We've got a bit of race starter here. Christian Humanson crashed, so we were just talking about how he climbed up through the order and bit the grass and hit the wall. Big spin and that
mega
toast.
Yeah, that's got drivability, not steerability.
Definitely.
Just going back to snowfarm.nz. Dogs are welcome at Snow Farm all year round. Buy some snowshoes and take them for a walk around out skiing with you. How cool is that? I absolutely love that. I like to be able to take my dog anywhere. She comes to cafes or anywhere I can take my dog. That's cool. She burgers and beers in Christchurch. They have dog beer. You can go there and your dog can have a beer.
That's so yeah, that's a mega prize giveaway there from Ben via Snow Farm NZ. So yeah, please get in touch with us if you're in the South Island. Let us know where you are and if you can get along there to the old Cadrona Ski Valley down there, Queenstownish ways before the season ends.
Snowshoeing, backcountry hut.
Correct.
No fun zone.
Yep. That's probably the key one as well. It's cross-country skiing. It's not your regular down the slopey skiing type thing. So there's a bit of a technique on how to use them. I think it's a bit more sort of up and down on thinner skis. From what I remember Ben talking about, and sort of going sort of more flatlandish.
Yeah, so cross-country skiing is a fantastic way to experience the stunning New Zealand alpine environment as you climb, descend and traverse a gentle rolling hills and peaceful valleys of the Pissa Range. If I said that right, I hope I said that right. Anyway, but whether you want an easy stroll through the stunning mountain scenery or one of the best workouts around, or we got some action.
I'm keeping an eye on the race. Nathan Gardner threading and getting the needle thread far out. Right, back to live. That was losing res in the Porsche. Porsche. Paul Blinker, so while you're there, look up Paraflights.
They're all sort of connected. The old boys down there, Quinn Wilson and Paul Blomqvist, also running out of Highlands Motorsport Park. So if it's a prize you're after for going down there and doing the Snow Farm thing, you could certainly throw a couple of dollars back into into that area.
Look what I found.
Yeah, spit on that thing.
Oh, Doug, you did that pretty good.
Yeah.
You've had some practice.
Give it a hop. Yeah, here we go.
What are you talking about?
That's enough, carry on. Oh, another
a bit of damage on the front of that GTP there that Paul has gone around.
Limping home, looked like Mark Price. Let's have a look.
Yep.
Oh, Pricey.
He's 8.
Turn 2, she's on brakes.
Oh no!
Yeah, there was no bringing that
there's
back.
a wheel gone.
Yeah. Love the way the hardcore flicked up on the bottom there. Not looking too healthy, but still trying to get it home, so...
Yeah.
007...
Wheel managed to reset back to that spot, but it's not tractioning the ground.
It's probably still beating in their GT3s. Alright, back to live.
That's cool. Yeah, so if you do get on board and get amongst the old Snow Farmy thing, you can definitely check out Paraflights down there of Quinn Wilson's Bizzo, and you can also hit up this man Paul Blomqvist at Highlands Motorsport Park to go and do the old fast taxi, fast Ferrari laps around the circuit there. So you can tick off a few boxes and meet a couple of your fellowy racers, or at least a couple of people that you follow here from SuperCars NZ.
Yeah, I've done the I think that they call it 100-mile-an-hour taxi or something.
Yep.
Brendan Leach was who drove us.
Oh, awesome! Yeah,
when we went round on it.
that must have been when he was having his race period from racing Lamborghinis over in Germany.
Yeah, this would have been 20,
1983.
2018.
Yeah. When he was like 14 years old. No, he's not that young.
No, he wasn't. No, I've got a video somewhere of that trip. That was when I was doing race simulators all around New Zealand.
Yep.
The race car lifestyle without the race car, I called it.
Well, it's the closest thing you can get to spending a stupid amount of money without spending a stupid amount of money, isn't it?
Yeah, let's just drive around in a semi with 8 racing simulators in it. And a Lamborghini at times, actually.
What did you do for
can you say that
promo?
again?
What did you do for promo gives?
We didn't need them. We had a Lamborghini Hurricane
Okay.
all around Auckland and all until they had to go back to Hampton Downs. That was fun.
There was no promo girls because Corey was driving around with a semi.
No, I couldn't fit in the driver's seat, unfortunately. I was pretty gutted. I tried. I couldn't get in there. Had a roll cage and everything. There was no way I was getting in there. With Boyd.
Good stuff.
Back to the racing though.
Yeah, definitely.
On board here with Darren Lobb, leading the GT3 class at the moment. Paul Blomqvist is still in second place behind him, but a further 7.5 seconds back. Well, no, just about 7 seconds. Yes, those pink wheels.
Pitch.
Yeah, Dylan Pitch. He's up 2 spots into 13th. Doing alright. And then we've got a good battle going on behind him between Leith Swinney and B. Larkey.
Yes, those two have battled their way to near on championship podiums in the par. Battled all season, so they're not too dissimilar at looking at each other's rear ends.
We got a replay of that GTP pass. It'd be somebody passing Blake Greenhall.
Yeah,
that was
I did see that.
lighting the gap.
Yeah, so I know that shows up as data, but I'll see.
I think you can set it to show up, but yeah, you should. Otherwise, you'd have every pass coming up. You'd miss everything.
Yeah, Daniel hit a shot.
Yeah, that was fairly zippy, wasn't it?
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Police served United. And then back to Misfits. Not so many Misfits cars out here tonight. Roger Forbert
Yeah,
rocking around in 18th position. Up 2 spots though. Behind him though, familiar face, Mr. Stephen Darren.
So
the
Roger
legend
showing as spot number 9 in class there. That's doing pretty nicely for himself, up a couple from where he started.
Wicked
Steve Darren.
livery, Team Jigsaw Racing.
Oh,
Very cool.
any news on the weather report there from Cheryl, Corey, as whether or not we're going to see any dampness here at Mosport today?
No, I've had no weather warnings at all from Cheryl today. I'm just going to have to go ahead and trust. Oh, Steve Darren backwards into the fence.
Yeah, that was
Keep it
unfortunate.
a track.
Just followed that GTP car. I think it might have been Aaron Goodricks a little bit wide.
Our fault, Steve. Sorry, buddy.
It might have been Dan Turner that he was following, and both of them got a bit loosey-goosey, and the GTP car got away with it. And I like that livery of on Chris Lusky's Mustang.
Yeah, it is very cool. The matte and the chrome sort of looking pretty cool. The only information I have from Cheryl is it's a 34-degree track. So 23 degrees, cloudy, mostly cloudy, about an 8-kilometre southwester wind, and yeah, the track is dry. No chance of rain at all. So yeah, it's a cracker day here in Canada.
Yep. The maple trees are ready to be chewed on.
It's the home of Terence and Phillip. Of course, everybody knows the classic Terence and Phillip.
Crickets.
Oh,
Crickets.
burn. Yeah, back to the racing.
Nathan Gardner put down the order. Teammate of Stefan McCartan at one point. Oh, there's the Crickets.
Bit late, but you know, better late than never. Yeah, so bit of a rough one there for Nathan. He's down 5 spots.
Yeah.
Run into a little bit of trouble. And there's a familiar looking name there on the car, Hilton Haulage. So that's a trucking company based out of where my hometown of Timaru. Yeah,
there's data there, I believe, of possibly Jason Begbie losing the rear end.
May have lost a subwoofer out of the boot.
Yeah.
Had it up too loud and it exploded.
Yeah, he might have had one of them Sony explodes.
Too big a amp, eh? Blew its pieces, blew the boot off. Yeah.
Got the Rockford Fosgate out.
Yeah, had that before.
Here we been joined by the man of the hour, Ben McMurray.
I'm on my roof, so that's why.
Oh, there was a mention of somebody should try flip you, so you've come in for a chat.
Alright, let's have a quick look, let's see what happened. Ben McMurray.
I was getting shit from the boys in our group, in our wee race chat, and then
Look at
yeah,
that, it was
that's decent.
Crash of the week.
360 kickflip into fakie.
Tell you what, Ben, you've just won yourself a 4-day
a 4-person
4-person cross country. Yeah.
Yeah. Well done, Ben.
Oh, that's a good call, Corey. Another Paraflights entry, Quinn Wilson. And the Merc.
So, Ben, can you let us know what cool things are happening at the snow farm over the final weekend of the school holidays? Got to be something cool going on.
Big
He's gone around. We've got a GTP car going off the other side.
Yeah, that was a case of GDP/GD3/ someone's coming through and someone's braking and the shit's hitting the fan and.
I bet you he's got to slow down. He's just cut most of Moss corner.
Oh
no, sorry.
Oh.
Quinn Wilson.
Yeah. So what we should have though, Wayne, is very nearly Stefan McCartan coming across the start finish line to take the race, I imagine, looking at the timing.
Yeah, well done.
That's race one already in the books.
And then we'll be able to jump over to you, Ben, about school holiday funds.
Get the old work, a bit of a spiel, and in between the break.
Yeah, it's just.
Oh, and actually, there's another thing we've missed there as well. There, Wayne, is Jack Hunt's dropping off the track. He's coming across the line in P4 there. He was sitting in second spot for most of that race.
Dan Turner, Aaron Goodrick, Thomas McCall. Prolapse. Right off Jenkins, Team West Racing, 8th spot if he gets it home.
Oh, he's still gone. Just looks like somebody run out of gas back there.
Oh, that'd be good.
I'm saying they might be done.
Right. There it is, Stefan McCartan and Darren Lobb.
Yep.
Bringing
Great run by both of those guys. P2 in the GT3 field went to Dylan Petch, finishing 5.5 seconds behind Paul, and only a very short 0.47 of a gap, or just under half a second gap behind Dylan, was Leith Swinney there. So some great racing. We should be able to see some pretty hot battles take place in the first couple of opening laps before they settle in for the final 33-minute race coming to you shortly. 5-minute warm-up period, or otherwise known as a PP break, but we'll use Ben's PP break because he's already used it to hear a wee bit more about Snow Farm, what's happening during the school holidays, and what this cool prize is, and how you could be the winner of that.
Yeah, so we've got a wee, I don't know how we're drawing it quite yet, but these guys will explain it. But we do have quite a cool wee prize for tonight. So it's 4 times day passes, including rentals, so cross-country ski rentals, and a lesson with me for up to 4 people. So that's worth, I'd like to say, north of $400. So yeah,
Wow.
it's a pretty good package to
Wow.
win. And yeah, we'll tailor it to your group, and you get to come out with yours truly for a 1-hour ski lesson as well.
Wicked. Yeah, so what we've done is we said we'll go via engagement around the stream from our folks at home if they're in the South Island and can get to the old Cadrona ski field area down or the Queenstown area easily before the season's up, and also from tonight's finishes, any of those boys that tick the box for being South Islanders as well, those names will all go into one big grouping of a hat, and we'll do a draw before the end of the week on that one. So we'll know who's got that and who has friends.
Yeah, we could possibly let
down from Auckland or in the North Island, of course. As long as it goes to someone who's going to use it.
Well, there we go. It's open for everyone as long as you can make it there. There you go. Thank you, Ben.
Yeah, I was thinking first one to ring a book with Ben would be a cool way to go, and mention SuperCars NZ, but
I'm not putting my phone number up.
Oh, we already gave that out.
Yeah, it was 021, 029.
7338.
Alright. No, very cool field. We're a bit more of a club field. Of course, the only cross-country ski field in the whole country, which makes us quite unique. We're actually a charity, half owned by the council, half owned by the HPR Alpine Charitable Trust.
Easer, there you go. Corey, not Pisser.
Ah, somebody's corrected me.
And then we've got 4 backcountry huts which you can stay in, and then I'll take your bags in the Can-Am. That's not part of the prize pack because they're all booked up. They're an awesome experience operating all year round, but it's quite cool to ski in there. We get your bags delivered in by Can-Am. In the winter, we also offer a wee snow play area with tubing and then snowshoeing as well. But yeah, quite a cool, different experience than all the downhill fields. A lot quieter.
Can I ride the Can-Am?
You can probably if I'm driving it.
Yep, sounds good.
Got tracks.
I'm in. I'll take it.
Actually.
Yeah, ain't gonna get me on skis without me folding in half. So
We've got a cat. There you go. They'll do.
And let it be known, if we don't have a single person respond to this, it will be going to the SuperCars NZ admin team to divvy up amongst ourselves.
well, there's 4, so me, you, and Leon, we're away. We just need one more because we're already in the South Island. I get a ride in the Can-Am. I get to watch you guys struggle on skis. I think it's a win-win for me.
I think that sounded great, Corey. Definitely.
It is. It's sounding really good.
Oh, there we go.
Broken. We're great.
SuperCars NZ AGM coming to you from Snow Farm NZ.
And one last thing, come on down. August 31st is our kind of biggest day of the year. It's the Merino Muster, part of like an international series of events, kind of, I don't know how to put it, the equivalent of like the Formula 1 Grand Prix, but for cross-country skiing, the World Loppet Series, and that's the New Zealand League on the 31st of August. You got 42, 21, 14 and a 7k. I'll be competing in that one as well, hopefully making another podium.
And did you manage to mention anything cool that was going to finish off for the school holidays?
This weekend we've got club racing. That happens every weekend, so 4k time sprint. and then of course
Wow.
free barbecue for everyone there. Right atmosphere out there.
That's incredible. Because what we read from the website sounded quite relaxing and rolling along the hills, and here you are saying there's a competitive element to it, and people should be coming along and putting their speedy skis forward.
What sold it to me was I could take the dog.
Yep, yeah, more than welcome to take your dog skiing.
Yeah.
Come up there. We dog pass. And we actually had last week in the wee club ski event, we had the second ranked female biathlete who's a gold medalist at the Olympics over from France competing, which was really cool.
There you go.
Awesome.
Anyway, we'll leave you to it, and I've got to start from last place, so.
Oh, well, good luck, Ben. We'll try to not
get back anyway. Yeah, I wouldn't watch me this time.
Don't put it on your lid, mate. Don't put it on the lid.
Only reason I sponsored was so I could get more airtime on the camera, but it's not working out. I'm kidding.
Alright, no, we gave you a good spiel earlier on when you were going good, and yeah, it's good to see they've done a good job with the carbon fibre underneath your body of your car.
Anyway, yeah, thank you for letting me sponsor as well, and letting me have a wee yarn, but yeah, good luck guys.
Not a problem.
Cheers, Ben.
See you, mate.
No, we're just about to go. Well, just about to start slowly cruising around before they get to go. Few GT3 cars in front of GTP cars, so I'm sure they'll work out how to correct themselves.
Time!
Wayne found a new button.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Alright. These things are so fast, eh? It's incredible to watch.
Christian Hermansen glued into the GT3 field. He's finally
Decided
just
to
making
go,
his
yeah.
way out of that one. There we go.
Missed the bus.
Yep, and that's triggered our GT3 class to start get moving as well. So yeah, best of luck to all of them. But looking off the back of Stefan McCartane's car here, as he looks to do a repeat of the first race, this time lined up beside Michael van der Haas. And then there's Matt Gerard and Jack Hunt's just in behind them. Great response from Michael on that one as well. Certainly hasn't let Stefan get away as much as what Jack did on the first race, and even throwing that car around having some looky-loos.
Two cars,
Dan Turner off for the early departure to the grass.
Nathan Gardner.
Looks like Christian Hermansen has actually gone back into position, so just to avoid getting a black flag, I'm guessing on his part, would have been told to get back in position.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, the iRacing rules obviously come into play there and warn the drivers. Of course, we do keep an eye on incidents here at SuperCars NZ. I think 17 incident points before they'll get themselves a drive-through penalty.
Yep. So I can confirm that. What have we got here?
Yeah, it is, yeah, 17 and then 40 your Goldbergers.
That's it.
On board here, Darren Lobb, looking back
Oh,
Oh.
Dylan just having a bit of a punt there with Paul Bloomquist.
I did hear him. I did hear him on the comms before. It obviously was before the crash happened, but
Yeah.
yeah, lucky.
Nice. Lucky to make it through there.
Very lucky. Yeah. You could see he was well and truly holding the brake there as well. So there was certainly nothing malicious about him rolling back on the track. We've obviously encouraged the drivers to hold the brake where they can to avoid colliding with other cars, but unfortunately race tyres and grass and all the amount of brakes in the world is not going to stop a car sliding across it. So he did very well, and the drivers around him did very well to avoid any potential issues there. But Blake Greenhall currently sitting in third spot here, shaking the back door of Dylan Petch.
I was going to say something, but I've forgotten. Fast play for the race, Stefan McCartan that time round with a 1:05.48.
Oof.
No change in the top 5 of the GTP, so they're all chasing each other around there so far. Christian Jenkins is the biggest mover in the GTP. He's up 2 spots. Well, Christian's up 8, but well, that doesn't count because they were GT3s.
On board here, look from Louis Robertson. Shane's got a little.
Sean.
Oh, yes, Sean.
Yeah, 501 entry, Louis. Some blacks.
A little F. He's got a little F. He's got a little board.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to say finger.
Hunting down Preston Foods. Roger Forbett. Some close racing here.
It is. Great battle between those guys. Next battle pack back, Steve Darren and Daniel Johnstone in front of him.
Fastest left in the race here now. Christian moves.
Oh yeah, fast left in the race.
Yeah, Christian moves at that time around here. He's gone to 1:05.34.
Yeah, versus Stefan's 4-3.
Yeah, he's probably had a little bit of clear air in front of him, like Stefan as well. So they're both sort of out of clear air, punching out some decent times at the moment. But here we are in the GT3s, the Elite 20, BSK Racing.
Oh, yes, I'd wondered if that was.
What
was
is
that?
wondering?
Oh, I just saw a Mustang losing its rear end just ahead of these boys, and looks like you have found it here.
Just managed to miss.
Oh,
What hole or something?
found the cheese grater.
Yeah. Give him a wee boops.
Yeah.
GDP cars coming through again. It's absolutely crazy, isn't it?
Those.
Who's next back there? Lano?
Shane McLeod, MRX.
Nice, and just ahead of that group, Quinn Wilson having a good fun battle with Daniel Johnstone in front of him. And Jason Begbie on the back of Quinn Wilson there, really starting to push it along.
Nice, definitely.
Such a quick bit of the track down here into Moss Corner here, and it's sort of double apex. So you got your first one here and your second one, which is you don't want to hit that curb, or
the car in front of you. It was lucky to get away. Look at this. Look at this lineup.
That's Auckland Motorway.
Where are we going here? Dan Turner,
3:30.
roof cam, Dan Turner. Threading past.
Oh! Bit of bumper.
That car was flying.
It was a bumper, I think, what we seen fly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They might have to catch a replay there and see what happened. Was there a rear part, maybe, of one of the cars there that flew off? You go to the front of
Oh,
that
Mark
Murray
Price,
car.
that's a shame,
Pro-
Mark.
pro-
Let's have a look, see what happened there.
Pricey parked up watching the racing go by.
Yeah. He just didn't want to mess with Blake.
Wow.
Accident. Unlucky Pricey.
And then a swaggle of car. Is that what it is, Corey? A swaggle of GDPs coming through?
A swagger of cars. That sounds cool.
A swaggle? Or a swagger? Or
I'd say it'd be a swagger. A swaggle.
yeah.
I don't know. Swaggle sounds too cute. Yeah. Is that a
Alright,
thing?
let's see how it's done here, eh? Might as well give this guy a bit of time.
We've lost to Douglas. Anyway, carry on. Ship is still sailing. On board here, Stefan McCartan. First place in the GTP. He's got a 6-second gap back to Michael Vanderhaas currently.
Wow, that's wicked.
And 10 seconds further back from Vanderhaas back to Jack Hintz too. So these top two are flying. So a 33-minute race for the second too. So 10 minutes longer than the first. No compulsory pit stops, but I'm guessing somebody's going to have to stop.
Yeah, most definitely.
You gonna
Here he
take some
is
tyres?
climbing on a GT3. So hard to try and find where the line and yeah.
Nathan Gardner, I think that car was. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, he's running around 23rd position in the GT3 class. So that just gives you some perspective. He's working his way back through. So next that he'll come across will be Daniel Johnston, I believe.
Oh yes. Just crazy fast, crazy sticky, but stick one wheel on the grass and it's all ass.
Yeah, well, this will be a tough spot. It's got a bumpy corner, and then yeah, if you hit that curve, that you're over there to the left, and you're buggered.
Just throw you.
Yeah, you end up out going too wide. Yeah, so you're hugging the right hand side down here is normally a good line, and then just cruise out to the left. There's a fast little bit of track. Be down to 5th and then 4th, and then some go to 3rd round here, but I'd say, I don't know, I have no idea in these cars. It'd be a fairly quick lap. Yeah, that
most
blackout performance car is absolutely flying.
Yeah, looking wicked, and it's red and black.
So that was actually his fastest lap of the race, or the fastest lap of the race now, 1:05.14 that last time round for Stefan McCartan.
Go.
Yeah, absolutely flying.
Yeah, he's back. JD's back.
Back again. No, I just wanted to I just needed to be able to try and hear what these guys were voicing over the comms towards one another after that incident there before, and it's obviously a bit of a mixture of opinion from people as to whether or not GT3 class cars can race one another for position, while faster cars with a GTP class car are coming up behind them on with blue flags waving. So as we've stated, as we've stated before, the faster class car has to be patient and give racing room to the slower car and be able to get round them safely. And if the GT3 class cars are battling for a position or making a pass, then that needs to be adhered to and respected by the GTP class cars as well.
Yeah,
Not faster again.
Makes sense.
It's a 1:05 lap for Stefan McCartan that time round, absolutely flying through the middle stages of this race.
What I'll get you to do,
Gripped up.
Wayne, is the next time round the boys are coming up that big long back straight, we'll jump on board with one of the GT3 class cars, because we know that the GTPs top out at about close to 290 before the braking point, but it might be good for the people at home to sort of see what the speed difference between the two are as they come up through that section of track, just how much, what that difference is between the two.
Let's jump on board with Chris and you can keep an eye on the race, so let's see how it pans out.
Yep.
Just try and find out.
He's currently running around in 20th position. He's made himself up 2 spots, so easily advancing up the field, so that's always handy. And of course, Racecraft NZ is Chris. Lots of cool little 3D printed parts you can buy. I've actually got one from the Logitech shifter to turn it into a sequential.
Yep.
It does the trick. I can be like a V8 supercar driver now.
You can. Boom, boom, down, down.
Exciting.
But here we go, so Chris getting stuck in foot flat coming up through this section of raceway here now. And already by now I think the GTP class cars were already sitting about 250, 260 odd K, stretching their legs up to a whopping 290k. So looking at a 45 kilometre speed difference roughly at that turn and break-in point. And what we might be able to do next lap round Wayne is jump on the front of one of our GTP class cars as it ropes in one of the while it ropes in one of the GT3 class cars up that section of raceway, and you can just see how quickly that closing distance is demolished. Even through here it's something else. Jack being very cautious to the racing line of Jason Begbie there, just in front Shane McLeod, so this will be a good telltale. Both these cars now foot flat to the floor. That car in front's doing about 200 odd K now, 210, Jack's doing 250, so doesn't take, oh, and he's got pressure there from Dan Turner behind him as well, Jack, so he's certainly under racing conditions as the next car behind him of Aaron Goodrick goes and weaves between his MRX counterpart in the GT3 class behind him.
The thing I'll just add in there, Dougie, Jack and Dan, they're currently in a pretty heated little exchange.
They are.
And Dan is sitting at a desk using hand controls on his steering wheel, as we know, with the survivability part. So it shows you the level of how good this equipment is for the survivability voice, the throttle control, the brake control, how smooth your hands have to be to keep yourself up with somebody who's sitting there. Like, I'm not sure what sort of a sim setup Jack's got, whether he's on a Logitech setup or whether he's splashed out on something decent.
No, he's got a direct drive with some hydraulic pedals, and I think they're the P1000s. He's got a triple surround or a VR setup that he can use. He can change between the two, so just depending on how he's feeling about which track he's at, he can run the VR, or if it's something he's not quite familiar with, he can go back to his triple. So
yeah. How cool is that you've got a couple of guys in the field that are disadvantaged, but there's no disadvantage. I wouldn't call it any disadvantage at all, because technology has brought them back into the party, and that is something I absolutely love as much as letting your dog go anywhere.
100%.
Makes me happy just knowing that these guys are out there, and they'll finish tonight and they'll be absolutely stoked like every other guy. They had a great time, and that's what it's all about. Got me excited and emotional.
Yeah, that's right off Jenkins and Dan Turner.
The Team West boys.
Yeah, so right off as well, also using the hand controllers. We had a really good touch base meeting with him. Corey, you may remember which V8 race that was at the start of the season.
It was one of these. It was an HPR race. He had, that he had the webcam going for, was it?
Yes, correct. Yeah,
it was. Yeah, I can't remember where it was. It was probably the end of last season, I think.
Right. Yeah. So have a look back through our through our videos in your spare time there. Jump on the old broadcasting lounge and have a look back through the old live videos. It could have been, as you said, towards the end of our autumn series. Now we're in our winter series.
Yeah, well, chuck a reminder out there to people watching. Like, some of you guys will be watching on Facebook right now through the broadcasting lounge. If you aren't subscribed to our YouTube channel, jump on, subscribe, because sometimes we give stuff away to subscriber only. And I'm just going to bring it back up because it's been a while. I was promised something big to give away if we can get up to 500 subscriptions on that account.
Yep.
But the broadcasting lounge on YouTube, there'll be something big to give away if we can get to 500 subscriptions. That would be awesome for these boys. I'd love to see them get up to 500 subscriptions. I think that's a really doable goal. We're sitting about 330 something, I think, last time I had a look, which is slowly climbing up there. So yeah, if you're watching on Facebook, jump on the old YouTube Broadcasting Lounge and sub to the page, like the live streams. If you're watching on Facebook, then definitely comment and do your stuff, because we'll see you, but 9 times out of 10 we're just going to see what's happening on the YouTube chat at first, because that's our first place that we stream to.
Yep.
Darren Live getting passed by someone, I love that.
The GTPs are a bit faster.
You talk about walking your dog somewhere or taking your dog somewhere. Darren Live just got passed by 2 cars. There you go.
From a different class.
Oh, shh.
Oh, sorry, I bumped that. Belarkey, currently second. So just sticking to true Belarkey form. Doesn't do any practice, just turns up on race day and generally has an absolutely great time. I love it.
Yeah. Rips it. Very cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a teammate like that, Tom O'Connor. Doesn't practice, he just turns up and gets a race win every now and then, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, Nico Cordier.
Nico.
4th spot, something like that.
Yeah, up 2 spots. So, making advance. And behind him is Roger Forbert, Misfits Racing.
Yep, Festive Foods and the Beamer.
Yeah, so he's up 4 spots, so he's also climbing up, but behind him you got Quinn Wilson up 11 spots, so he's the biggest mover in the field, because I'm not going to include Christian because part of those were GT3s. But he's up 13, Christian. He has passed the cars.
Go, Louis.
Yeah, Simblacks. Yeah, Simblacks, and that is a... What car is that there, Wayno?
Oh, one of those ones.
What is that?
Merc
4.
Oh, sorry, I'm just looking at a different car.
Yeah, we had this conversation I think last week. I think it was a deceiving look of the Corvette. Kind of has a bit of Ferrari-esque to it.
Oh, there we go. Totally blew that one, didn't I?
Yeah, we're used to seeing him in a Ferrari, and just moving his way into the American gear these days.
You know why it was doing that to me? Why I thought it was America's, because I'm watching a Mercedes on my screen.
Oh, okay. Actually, we heard you commentating last week on your screen. It was quite funny on Tuesday.
Was it?
Yeah. It was good
Last
fun.
Tuesday or this Tuesday?
This Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, right. Was that when we did the onboard?
Oh, I don't remember, but yeah, it was quite a hard case because what I had on my screen was different to yours, but you were commentating what was on yours.
Oh yeah, I remember. Oh no. I was just giving people the verbal update.
Oh, an
of
update
what
of
was
the
happening
front of the pack.
with
Yeah.
with another car.
Oh,
It's
I
like
love you, Doug, it was
tuning
awesome.
into radio. It's like tuning into Radio BBC. You don't have to see it to feel it.
What was that? Mark Price past
help.
Quinn Wilson. Oh no. God, those things just fly, don't they? Well, we're carving through this race, so we're 22 minutes.
Yeah, 11 to go.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to GT
Oh,
pretty
no.
wide there.
Yeah, Christian Hermanson well wide of his line.
Past Daniel Turner for P4.
You like how they're slowly dragging that grass edge onto the track as well? It's a pretty cool thing, the old iRacing physics.
Dragging it out. Yeah, we're very blessed with iRacing, so we'll do a shout out to them. Better do a shout out to MRP as well. Oh!
Was that Paul Blomqvist?
Oh my gosh, that was incredible.
And Christian Hermanson, that's you need to have a look at that.
Christian straight to the pit.
Yeah, that's the view you were after.
Massive lag was what Christian's just chucked in the chat, so obviously something's happening there with Christian's internet, and yeah, that's unfortunate. So he has apologised to Paul. I'm sure Paul will understand these things do happen. Yeah, all about the connection. We've had our own connection issues, so we can surely understand what's happening there.
And Paul as well. Paul had a nearly 3 months absence from racing while he was sorting out getting a new computer and bits and pieces done during a busy time of work as well, I'm sure. But yeah, he was having some serious connective issues there for a while and stopped racing and then came back once he had it all squared away. So he certainly knows he knows all about the old computer dramas and doing weird things at weird times. So I'm sure he'll be annoyed, but he'll understand. 24 minutes into this 33-minute race. No yellow flags yet, Wayne.
Dougie, why not? Where for go?
Hey?
Where for go?
Oh, nah, we'll let them have their fun for tonight. Let them just keep circulating.
Nice man.
I'm just watching Balaki. I was going to say let's drag Balaki in and see if he can talk us through a pass again, but he's got nobody in front of him at the moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was
incredible. One of Detroit, yeah, one of the moments of the season for me was Balaki jumping in the comment up in the booth with myself and Wayne, and
that's right.
And just that was a good one. And he talked us through a pass around the outside, around the fountain there, Detroit. So, absolute moment.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. Where's Rippy?
Blake actually finds himself in spot number 2, doesn't he?
Yeah, just another casual cruising it. He's 5 seconds back to Dylan Petch in 3rd there in the GT3 class. So 12 seconds in front of him, you'll find Darren Lobb, foot flat.
Yeah, fantastic.
Oh, we could probably have a chat with Balaki. Can't hurt.
No.
Give us a hot lap. Give us a hot lap.
These cars
let
out of the way.
Let these GTPs out of the way.
Yeah, looking a little there now. Right, I'll do the dragon if you like. Oh, here he is,
Sweet,
the man himself. You gonna talk us through some passing, mate?
Well, it's been a bit of a lonely race since the field spread out a bit.
Lonely race to 2nd spot, my friend.
Yeah, quite chuffed with that, just quietly.
You got a wee bit of a buffer back to Dylan Petch behind you. You're just sort of hanging in there. Another week, no practice, just comes out, gets a podium, no whacking furries.
That's how you do it, mate. Just here for a good time, not a long time.
Unless it's an enduro round, then you're just here for a long time.
Well, I was just about to ask that question, Blake, because you sort of alluded to it. Do you find the racing when you don't have as much traffic around you harder to race? What I'm trying to fill it. you find yourself you can race more consistently lap after lap if you've got traffic around you versus when you're out there sort of by yourself in a sort of an unknown.
Yeah, that's always the tough one, isn't it? Because I think if you're out on your own, yes, you can do clean laps, but there's nothing really sort of keeping you focused and sharp. Whereas if you're in a battle with someone, you know, you can either keep the pressure on and, you know, keep it nice and tight, or you can lose time, you know, battling each other. So I guess it just depends on the phase of the race, really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
yeah,
right.
because that's what I was wondering as well. I've often found the times where I've come unstuck in my own race is on those ones where you're racing by yourself after other cars have gone into the pits, and you're sort of trying to do your best to make sure you're keeping up with a consistent lap time, and you sort of overcook it and run wide, or you make a boo-boo and cream a part of the curb that you don't want to and cause yourself a bit of undue damage, or like you said, you just find yourself you're just a bit distracted on missing those braking markers because you're not as switched on with when you've got the other traffic around you. So it's one that I've always struggled with.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's almost trying to strike a happy medium between the two.
And you got one of these bloody flies zipping around you.
Little go-kart coming past.
Yep.
Boom. Yeah.
There's been a bit of chat on the radio tonight, fellas.
There was a wee bit of chatter, and yeah, we'll have to go and break down some of that chit-chat afterwards, because we have been pretty strict on that in the past, that drivers will face the old week stand down and a couple of week voice ban if they've been a bit too rude or unkind to one another, or throwing around those horrid words that we don't want our children to hear. But yeah, I
mentioned the Biff and State of O last night and tried to bring it onto the track.
Yeah, that. So yeah, a bit of and obviously maybe just a gentle reminder I think needs to be put out, as well as what the expectation from the fast cars going past the slower class cars need to be doing. Well, certainly the one that the eruption sort of happened around was certainly a tricky part of the track. We broke down why that may have happened. A couple of GT3 class cars battling each other for a pass, and they're doing 240k, and they've got 4 GTP class cars all battling for position behind them, doing 290k coming into the same the same lift and turn corner.
That speed differential is just massive, isn't it? Particularly around a track like this where it's a lot of high aero corners.
Correct, and what lift and turn in for the GTP versus the GT3 class car is as well. So we have to scrub off, 15 to 20k to keep the your car planted. These cars almost the opposite. They don't need much of a lift and then a tweak back on the gas to keep it glued through the corner.
Hey, Balaki, quick question before we let you go.
Yeah, mate.
Is one of the words that you would describe this track, I'm going to say a word and just let me know if you feel if it suits this track. It was described as this track is daunting. Would you say that's a true statement or false?
I don't know that I'd say it's daunting.
It's wide there, he'd be on the grass.
Yeah.
It's certainly a beast that needs to be tamed. And it can be daunting if you can't tame it.
Yeah, no, like Bathurst is a daunting place. This is doesn't quite fit the same mould. This is the flow track. If you get into a good flow here, I think you're sweet.
Yeah, although in saying that hairpin up the back is pretty tricky. There's not a lot of grip going on through there, so if you're in a group of cars...
No, you've got to hit that right, don't you? Especially that exit onto the straight, you get a bad exit out onto that straight, you're slower than the rest of the field up that straight, you're going to get swamped.
Yeah.
Well, you enjoyed the last 5 minutes of your race, my friend, and hopefully you get to enjoy yourself a bit of a podium, but our fingers are crossed for you.
Yeah, thank you guys. Been good to bring it home in second. It'll be a nice little result for the evening.
Yeah, well done. Very cool.
Keep those eyes forward, mate. You're doing good laps.
Awesome. Hey, cheers, fellas. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Catch up.
Blake Greenhill, Property Edge. Avid
Always
Supercars
good
NZ
for a
racer.
yarn.
Yeah,
Yeah, all round GC.
100%.
100%. Snap.
Yeah. Scripted.
Oh.
Nah.
Jinx, isn't it? Jinx personal.
Personal jinx. No backsies.
Jinx
Say my
shifted.
name 3 times. Make me moan.
I'm board with Nico Cordia, looking forward to Dylan Petch, so these two are locked in a little bit of a battle with less than 5 minutes to go now.
Very cool to see.
2 minutes. Well, we'll be getting a white flag, I reckon, next time round, Stefan McCartan.
This will be this battle is for third spot for podium.
Yep.
So yep. Keep an eye
Listen to
on
that.
this.
Yeah, 100% keep it on it. Listen to the Mustang scream.
Good work on the cams tonight, Wayno. If he gets up the outside, it's not going to help him here for this right-hander.
No.
He's going to come up here down the hill into Moss Corner, so this is going to be the chance to get a better run out onto the straight and the drag race to be had. We've lost him there. Stefan crosses the line to take a race win in the GTP class. Michael Vanderhaas just coming around here. We've got Lou Robson off in the grass.
It's not over till the fat lady sings, eh?
100%. That happened fast.
Can confirm Nico got that position from Dylan as well.
It's,
Nico, not Nico, Nico.
now so we'll leap back, seeing as how we missed everything else. So.
Oh, disappearing Dylan Petch there.
That looks
Particularly makes that some tricky racing. So top 10 for the GTPs. Stefan McCartan getting the race win, Michael Vanderhaas coming home in second, Dan Turner in third. Jack Hint finishes where he started, fourth place. Christian Rydoff Jenkins up 3 spots into fifth. Wayne Hartnell, Team West Racing, up 3 spots into sixth. Thomas McCall finishing the race where he started in seventh. Aaron Goodrick already in the pits, had enough, gone home.
Yep.
Mark Bryce in ninth spot in GTP.
Yep,
and
bringing it home.
10th spot, final spot, Matthew Gerard.
Yeah, big loss there for Matt, having looks like he might have had a couple too many incident points done there. And finishing positions for our GT3 class field in first spot, Darren Lobb over Blake Greenhall, 8-second gap there. Sorry.
Yeah, nobody over the incidents there in the second race. The highest is 14, so everybody survives. So GT3 class.
Yeah.
Darren Lobb getting the win. Yeah. Blake Greenhall third. Nico Cordia getting the other podium spot for. He was up 3 spots. You got Roger Corbett up 5 spots. Quinn Wilson, he made up 12 spots.
Yeah, big recovery from falling off the end of the first race.
And don't forget, if you want to get yourself up the ski field before the season's over, we'll probably put some sort of Facebook post up or something, get people to let us know if they're keen, and then we can chuck them in the draw, or something.
Oh, motor's blowing.
Oh, there's that unreliable BMW, ladies and gentlemen. The motor is gone. Don't buy a Beamer.
Alright, there we go.
Nobody in for a yarn? No, we got nobody in for a yarn. Oh well.
No.
Unlucky
okay.
use.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Yeah, sometimes a yes.
Right,
we got Nico there, but no, we were, carry on.
Oh no, somebody wants to chat? No? Yep, go for it.
Slip him in. Nico Cordia, how was that?
Hi. That last few laps, I'll say those last 15 minutes were very tight and very exciting.
Very cool.
From our end, looked pretty exciting, I'll give you that.
The little race there with Dylan, unfortunately the last 2-3 laps he was fuel saving to try and make it to the end.
Oh wow.
I feel bad for the man. I took his podium spot. He was really doing really well. But hey, I'll take it. It's a podium. It's P3.
Yeah, 100%. No, that's brilliant. And yeah, looked like you had a bit of data problems as well there. So yeah,
Oh, really?
flashing a little bit, whether it's just
Oh.
our end or. Yeah,
Okay.
dunno.
Yeah, because I know Dylan was flashing ahead of me for a bit. I didn't see anyone else flash except Dylan.
There we go.
There's a couple of spikes, but hey, it was even with the flashing, it was real good, hard, clean racing there towards the end. I think.
Very cool. Glad you enjoyed it, man.
You know, I had heaps of fun. Look, there was a bit of drama in the comms. I sat there laughing for a bit because people were really. There's probably going to be some incidents getting looked at after this one. So
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
the stewards are going to be a little bit busy. But look, it was a real good race. It's a hard track to pass. And yeah, I understand that LMP GDPs want to get through. There's a couple of offline passes and so on. But hey, look, in any case, it was clean enough. It was good hard racing, and yeah, happy with B3.
Yeah, we'll just remind people about how fast those cars are and how they need to obviously give race room for you guys as well in the GT3s. So we'll suss all that out. Yeah.
No, definitely. There was a couple of offline passes that you could see disrupted a couple of the GT3s. I got once or twice, definitely myself as well. I got completely either pushed offline or pushed wide. I understand they're battling, but so are we. They've got the bigger push, the bigger engine, a lot of higher top speed. So, but hey, in any case, I didn't have any issues. I didn't get hit. I had a 1X. I think it was with Jack Ince. I think it was him. I was too busy watching Dylan in front of me. But there was a 1X and that was it. The rest was my own fault for going off.
Very
there was
cool.
a couple at the back that sounds like they had some heaps of fun. There was a big Code Brown moment with Paul into the second last corner. Flying off track. There was a big Code Brown moment.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Oh, good. We'll wind you up there, Nico. We got a cup. Nico. Sorry.
There we go.
Yeah, we've got another couple wanting to chat as well. So, very
Awesome
cool,
stuff.
man. Glad you enjoyed it, and cheers for popping in.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the stream.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
And we'll bring in race winner Stefan McCartan.
Oh, yeah. Oh shit! I'm shifting the broadcasting lounge now. Just put Corey in the waiting room.
Oh, rough.
Good fun. All good.
There we
How was
go.
that, Stefan?
Yeah, pretty chaotic, to be honest. There
Wasn't it?
Lot going on a very small track.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, give us your breakdown of your two races, mate. Race one, obviously top qualifier, about a second or just over a second clear of the next fastest car. You weren't put under too much strain or stress through that first race.
Yeah, first one was pretty good. The Porsche GTP likes a lighter fuel load. It does struggle a bit more with the heavier tank. So first one was sort of right in the sweet spot of the Porsche, and just sort of let the tyres come up because it takes about 5 laps for the tyres to really kick on this car.
Okay,
And
that's good to know.
yeah, by then it was sort of into the GT3 traffic and it was all on, so just keeping the nose clean from there. And then second one was a little bit more, the Acura has a lot more speed off the start sort of thing with Michael.
Yep.
And then I just had better traffic management. I think that's all it really came down to get the gap on him. I think it was about 10 seconds and about 4 laps just going through the GTs, which it's all dependent on where you catch them. So got a bit lucky with that, and yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so you didn't find yourself in too many awful predicaments of catching the GT3 class cars at the end of the long back straight coming up the hill down into that last sections of turn.
No, I don't know if the other GTP drivers were doing it, but I was going around the outside of the GT3s at the fast sweeping right-hander at the end of the back straight. Plenty of grip around there on the GTPs, but if you catch them at the next corner, you sort of just have to wait until the start-finish line because it's sort of single file through there. So yeah, I think a lot of the GTPs were being a bit safer at that corner and just sort of once you got there, they were waiting until the start finish line. But like you could quite easily go around the outside as long as the GT3 sort of complied with their racing line.
Oh, you would have heard a couple of vocal moments over the radio, so you'll probably be able to jump back and find where they happened, and then have a look at the stream replay, and you'll be able to make your own decision around some of the driving standards.
I've had a couple
standards on that one.
Yeah, I've had a look at the couple of big ones, and interesting. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Oh God! Speaking of somebody that was second pole position with you, Michael van der Haast coming in. Oh, sorry, it was starting good. Michael, how's it, man?
Yeah, hey, how you going, Wayne?
Good. We're here with Stefan McCartan, just chatting about his race start as well. With you in that second race, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, finally got some time to put some heat on Stefan. Doesn't happen too often, so I'll take that.
Still
that was a good race.
Oh, there we go.
My mic was a bit delayed. No, it was a real good race at the start. As I said earlier, I think I just got a bit lucky with traffic, and I don't know if Michael was, but I thought around the back side of the track I was being a bit gamey, going around the outside of GT3s, but some of them would hold their line, some of them would try and get out of your way, and it was a bit difficult, but all in all, good fun.
Yeah, there was no conservative effort tonight. It was pretty risky and dicey out there. I think
looked it.
one moment I was coming around turn 2 and I was trying to overtake a GT3 around the outside, and I was sort of lining it up, making sure he knew I was there. And as we sort of exited the apex of the corner, another car was 90 degrees on the track, so it was a big dive to the grass, and oh man, that really had my heart going.
Yeah, you don't often find too much grip out there either, even with the high aero GTP class car, the dirty side of the track, still the dirty side of the track.
Yeah, I tried to send it around to the outside of Jack around turn 3 a few times, but couldn't quite hold it on. That was in race 1. I feel real sorry for him in race 1. He really deserved that P2 place.
It was unfortunate, that spin, wasn't it?
Very unfortunate. Yeah. See you next race, Jack. It's always a pleasure racing you.
That's good. There we go.
Very
Anyone you want to take a quick shout out to there, Mike?
Yeah, just to everybody, really. Really amazing racing. It's absolute chaos, and I think everyone did a really good job of trying to manage the chaos. So thanks to all the drivers out there.
There you go. And hopefully some people can just attach or maybe detach the old blinkers, the old racing blinkers on the side of the helmet for next week, and just be a bit more mindful of faster cars coming up, and holding your own racing line, and letting you guys make the conservative effort to work your way around them, because there was certainly a few times a change of position and then you guys were stuck in an awful predicament. You were committed, and then the door was closing in a hurry because they were trying to allow you to go around the natural racing line.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd actually like to say a special shout out to Darren Lobb. I kind of sent it up the inside. I knew it was in P1 in class, so it was a bit dicey going into that double apex hairpin. We both made it around okay, but I was just aware that he was the leader. And so I ended up catching him again on the last lap, and I thought, oh no, I'm just going to sit behind him and let him have his line, and then I'll sort it out on the straight. So
nice.
Thanks, Darren. Yeah, cheers everyone. Have a good night.
Very
awesome.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
And you, Stefan, you got some shout-outs?
Yeah, obviously, shout out to you boys for putting on this league. It's good fun. And then just to our team sponsors, simrig.com, DSM Painting and Decorating, Distraction Sim Supply, and Blackout Electrical Solution is our main sponsor.
Very cool, very cool. All right.
Awesome.
Wind us up.
Thanks, Stefan.
Cheers, boys. Very cool. Good racing.
There we go. So that was a pretty cool Thursday night there Wayne. It's certainly been a wee while since we've done the old double header and gone back to back in the same week of doing commentating and streaming together, and probably equally an equal longer time since you've piloted both of those sessions, and I've been able to sit back and just have some yarns.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. We did have Darren Lobb in the comms, but he disappeared, but it would have been cool to catch up with him, so... Alright, who's winding it up?
Oh, I'll give it a go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mum.
And I'm out.
Thanks, mic drop.
Yeah.
Thanks iRacing for giving us a platform to put on these races every week. I think getting up to 170 odd live streams on YouTube, which I think is pretty cool. Thanks to YouTube for letting us send it there. Big shout out to MRP Sim Racing, backing the HPR series, and of course Napa for backing the Broadcasting Lounge. We love you guys, and this week's weekly sponsor, snowfarm.nz, with a wicked prize, which probably something we'll get up on the Facebook page at some time in the very, very, very near future. But it's time to wrap it up, I guess, and we'll see you guys for a live stream again on Tuesday, but check out the Friday and Saturday streams on the NZ Sim TV network, where you'll get a replay of tonight's racing on Friday and the 2 splits of V8s on Saturday. So that's all from us. Thanks, Doug. Thanks, Wayne. Thanks, SuperCars NZ. See you, bye.
My God, are you still talking?
Ah.